she was a very, very overprotective mother. And I remember, whenever I'll be in whatever corner of the house, she would call me with this certain style. She'd be like, "Hey, Raavi," like, it would go like that.
Thank you for joining us again, Ravi. And earlier we had heard about your severe medical challenge, which you had coped up with very successfully. And it's a relief for us to know that you're fine now. What was the next challenge that you had faced in the latter years?
It was during my teenage years only. My 10th was just about to get over. It was before the boards, and my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 2. The good thing was that doctors told us it can be cured. It's in, that stage where we can do chemotherapy, and she had to undergo surgery, and she did get okay. It was 6 to 7 months of treatment, but then she did get okay. 3 years later, it came back, it returned. I was in college by that time, and this time it was not that kind with us. So that is where when the doctor says this line, I was very naive at that time not to realize what it meant. But then they say something like they used to say something like now we can only make the quality of the life better. So they wouldn't tell you that it can be cured. They'd indirectly say, but I was too naive. I was, again, I was a naive kid. So I used to think, oh yeah, she'll get better. She'll get better. She'll get better. We're doing the treatment. She'll get better. And I remember it was during one of the visits. So by that time, my mom couldn't even visit the doctors. So me and dad had gone to the doctors with the reports and everything, and we were coming back, and I was like, so when is mom getting okay, right? Like, when is she getting okay? And dad said, no, he said it, right? I said, what did he say? He said it, that they can only do enough to make the quality of her life better, which means, so, he also realized at that time that I had not really realized what it meant. And I was driving, and there was silence. And so then I had to process that. Okay, it actually meant something else, like, So, even when we lost her, I remember I did not really cry much when we were doing the rituals, or, And, there's, again, so many people that come to your house, and there's so much happening around you in those times. I did not have the time to feel my emotions because I was so busy or I was keeping myself busy. But once everybody goes back to their home, and then you're alone in your home, and then you do not have this person next to you to sleep or to talk to, when you actually miss that person, right? That's when it hit me the most. And yeah, so that put me in a very dark place. And again, I never shared it with my family or anything. My bhabhi caught me once or twice crying in the night, and she would talk to me. But then I was like, no, I'm okay, I'm okay. Don't worry about it. It was just I was missing her. But then, it was a lot to process. And yeah, it took time. And then I think a very, very, very big blessing, I don't know if it makes sense, was my nephew. Having a kid in the house, it's like you can't stay sad. I think it quickened the whole process of, the coping up with the emotions I was feeling and processing it. The nights were difficult, very difficult, because since I was like a very young child, I used to sleep with mom. I was this person who would, just like a bear. Yeah, it took me a few months. It took me good. I can't, like, I don't remember exactly the timeline, but it took me, around a year or so to even just overcome the whole, insomnia and realize, okay, this is not right. And as I said, it was very dark, it keeps taking you to a very dark place. So I remember one morning I just woke up. It was around 4 in the morning, and I just woke up and I was like, enough, not gonna happen. Before that, throughout the night, I would again try and keep myself distracted. Initially, you're like, okay, I'm dealing with it, it's happening, no worries. Then you realize it's not right. I'm still. So you sit back, you self-reflect, you analyze what's happening, and I was like, no, yeah, enough. A very big inspiration was my mom herself. I mean, she was the kind of person that, I mean, she was lovely. She was so brave and she had such a strong will. And I had seen all my life her and my dad both, persevere and, just face whatever they are, or whatever life has thrown at them. And she's never given up. Eventually, I learned the importance of, it was a learning journey. It took me years. But then from that moment, and it was this snap a snap moment where I just woke up. I don't know what hit me. I nobody came to me, nobody spoke with me. None of that. I just woke up and I had this thought that I was fed up. I was like, Abhi nahi, enough. I have to take control of this, and I have to do something about this, right? And then once you make that resolution, once you decide, I truly believe you start attracting towards yourself the opportunities, the kind of people, the kind of things that will help you in that resolution.
Correct.
My resolution was that no, I none of this negativity anymore. I have to. I did not know in that moment, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I did not know what I had to do. Honestly, I did not, or who did I have to go to talk to. But then it just started coming to me.
Ravi, I'd like you to share, with us any happy moment that you've had. I'm sure there are many happy moments. Any one happy moment that you'd like to share that you and your mom had, just you and your mom?
There was one thing though, I don't know if you call it the happiest or not, but it was how she used to call me. She was a very, very overprotective mother. And I remember, whenever I'll be in whatever corner of the house, she would call me with this certain style. She'd be like, hey, Raavi. Like, it would go like that. Well, if she was here today, let's say, sitting right here, and I had to say something to her, I tell her, Mom, I love you. I know you don't need it, but I'm sorry if I was not a good daughter. At times also, for the times I troubled you. And I wish I was better, but I am trying to be a better person every day. Trust me, I am. And I will keep on striving to be the best version of myself until the day I am. And it's all because of you. It is, truly.
I think she would definitely be very proud of you for who you are today. Really, really. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Raavi.